Hey everybody, I'm trying to make this video again. I just had way too many interruptions last time. Just want to go over some information, give some updates with the twins, and give gender, um, my new life's journey, and all the information. So we'll start with the gender. We are having boys, twin boys. They are fraternal. Um, they both weigh 11 ounces. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to gather all the information. There was so much going on yesterday that my brain is everywhere. And that we had the appointment yesterday, the gender appointment. I'll give you guys some sonograms here. These sonograms are of his little manly parts, but no need to show that. We know it's a boy. Where's his profile picture? Oh, here we go. So here's baby A. His profile picture. When we had Kennedy, we were able to tell that immediately she looked just like Damien, like, because he has an underbite. Well, had one. He had braces, which corrected it. But she has an underbite. The bottom lip, the profile was so much like him. This one is more like my family. Not that he's necessarily going to look like me. What are you doing? But that you could tell that is definitely my genes. Baby B, we didn't get a profile picture of him because he decided he wanted to just look at the camera and give us a big wave. So that's his mouth wide open. And on this one, he was waving at us. So we didn't really get the profile picture. So I don't know. He might look like his daddy. I mean, not his daddy, his brother. Who knows? Hold on. I think she did give me a profile picture. I feel like I just ran across it. Yay! I guess not. Anyways, you guys get the picture. It's a boy. They're boys. So I'm excited about that. I get to have haircuts instead of hair bows. Y'all, they gave me so many sonogram pictures. It's ridiculous. I only have 2 heads to worry about as far as combing hair and just getting really sassy. Kennedy doesn't have to cheer her daddy when it comes to his wallet. When she gets a little older and she understands that, if I bat my eyelashes, daddy will give me what I want. So let's jump right into the other news. Both of the twins are, did I already say the weight? 11 ounces. Twin A is healthy, growing strong. Twin B has a birth defect. We are not sure what it is. They think that is, she just mentioned the word hemimelia, or fibular hemimelia. That's where your fibia is, the length of your fibia is not average. Some people with fibular hemimelia don't have a fibia bone at all. He has a bone, it's just short. So to put that into terms so that we can understand, because it was just a lot of information. Basically, when you see on the sonogram, she didn't give us the pictures of those. I think those just went straight to the doctor and then probably transferred over to the specialist. So in a normal baby, you would see the thigh bone, which is connected to your leg bone, which would be your fibia. I'm trying to get all this balanced. Which would be connected to your foot. So you have your thigh, which is your femur, your leg, which is your fibula, and then your foot bone. With baby B, and by the way, we decided to name him after his dad, and I'll get to that in a minute. With baby B, we have a regular thigh. We have a regular thigh. And we have a fibula that is probably the length of this, and then it's connected to, and then his foot. My child is going crazy because she's seeing her ABCs with the people on the TV. Look, it's back on. Rain, rain, go away. She's looking at nursery rhyme cartoons. So you'll have this with baby B. So it's almost like his foot is connected to his thigh in a way. That's how short and how small it is. The doctor did not want to give us a confirmed diagnosis, meaning let's diagnose, let's start a process. Here's the paperwork with all the information. She did not want to give us that because she is not an orthopedic specialist. She is a high-risk pregnancy specialist, which I was sent to for the anatomy scan because we're having twins. Not necessarily that. I mean, some people that have twins see their regular OB and they won't see a specialist until maybe third trimester or if something is wrong in the beginning. But their office is literally right upstairs from my regular OB. So the doctor sent me to the specialist. He said that's just what he does when it comes to the anatomy scan. I don't know. I personally feel in my heart that he knew something was wrong because they could have gave me they told me they were going to give me my gender at 16 weeks and they didn't. He tried to, well, the ultrasound tech tried to, and I think I remember telling everybody about that rushed appointment and all that. And then when I seen him, he was just like, well, we're going to send you to a specialist for your anatomy scan and blah, 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 and we'll give you your gender then. When I went home that day, I was talking to my husband, and I told him, I was just like, I don't know, something just don't even seem right about that because you can give me, and it's not like we had triplets or quadruplets or anything like that. It's twins. They're so common that you can get things done in a regular OB office now. But nevertheless, little Damien he definitely has something good. There's definitely something going on. We just have to figure out what, get a confirmed diagnosis, and come up with a plan. One thing about hemophilia is it's treatable, meaning that over the course of I don't know how many years, everybody's different, and I don't know when it starts. I really don't have any of that information. But basically, what will happen is as he grows, they will give him surgeries to help lengthen his bone, because we all know bones grow. But in his case, he would just need a little assistance. So the doctor will look at him, do all of this type of examination. And this is information that I got on my own, just doing research, because there was so much going on. I shut the whole appointment down. I couldn't take it anymore. I walked out of the room just in tears, and I couldn't get any of my questions answered because I couldn't even spit out any questions because it was just so much. So my husband was just asking a lot of questions, and it was just so much information. So a lot of this information about hemophilia I'm getting from research. So what they would do is look at him and say, according to his body size, had he been a regular child, he will grow to 6 feet tall, right? So that's what they would look at. So from then, they would measure his thigh bone, I'm sorry, not his thigh bone, his fibula, and look at the difference in height. So if he's going to grow 6 feet tall, I guess they break it down, so many years, you're this many inches or whatever. So he'll look at the fibula bone and do whatever type of math he does and say the fibula bone is 4 inches long and he's missing another inch. They'll try to stretch out that bone another inch so it grows as he grows, and eventually he won't need any more surgeries. And they'll put once he's born, I think they first put a cast on to turn his feet properly so they can be flat so he can learn how to walk. So basically they help stretch out that bone, and he'll have to go through some type of therapy to learn how to walk properly with balance. But once it's all said and done, he'll be climbing trees and running around the yard with his other 2 siblings. There were some other options that the doctor gave us that I really, it's just a straight no for me. Especially with that, now that technology has moved on. Because back in the day, it was just straight up amputation, and just put him in a wheelchair. I mean, she didn't say it like that, but just things that I'm not for, because I'd rather try to get it corrected. If there are stories where, nowadays they could, within the last 10 years, this thing has been going on and they're able to correct it versus just doing something drastic. Oh, look at your toes. Doing something drastic. What else? Prosthetics was another option, but the only way I would go through prosthetics is if he asked for it personally, once he got old enough. Because with prosthetics, they would have to remove the feet and put the prosthetic legs on the thigh. Like, it's so much going on with one child that I just can't even process. So just looking into it, and doing some research, a lot of doctors are saying that you don't have to just jump straight to amputation or prosthetics anymore, because now they have different ways where they can get the bone to grow as the child grows. But we would have to obviously start immediately after birth. Not saying that like he's born on Tuesday, we're going to have surgery on Wednesday, this thing going to be fixed on Friday. That's just not how it's going to happen. But at any rate, I just wanted to give everybody an update on that. I don't know what you're talking about, Kennedy. Kennedy is over here having a good time. What was I saying? I was saying something. Yeah, my eyes are puffy. I did not sleep last night. My husband didn't sleep. So like I said, it's just a lot of information. But once we get to the orthopedic specialist, we will get more answers. I'm going to write down a list of questions. That way I can go in there a little bit more prepared. And then Kennedy's going to have to go to a sitter while we're at the appointment, just so we can focus, like undivided attention. We are going to have to go see a cardiologist. I can't remember why. I don't know if there's something else that's wrong. I just remember, I remember her saying, well, we're going to set you up an appointment with the orthopedic specialist for the feet and a cardiologist. She did say his heart was healthy. So I don't really know why we have to see a cardiologist. I'm trying not to cry. I do remember she was saying something about the cords in the blood valves in his umbilical cord. He only has 2, and you're supposed to have 3, but they said that's kind of common. So I'm gonna have to ask my husband. I really don't know why we have to go see a cardiologist. So I think that's about it. This video is 15 minutes long. I didn't mean to take up your time. If anybody has any other questions, I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. Just let me know if you have any questions that you can think of that I probably can't think of. Please let me know so I can ask the doctor, because maybe from the outside looking in, there might be questions that don't run across my mind or his mind to even ask. So if anybody can help me in that kind of way and just provide any type of questions if you have any. I'll try to keep updates as much as possible. Don't you drop that. It's time for me to go because Kennedy wants to get down and play. All done? Oh, I love you. Juice? Thank you guys. I will talk to you all later. Bye.